Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and today I'm going to show you how to bake plantains. Now, I have some very ripe plantains. I've put them in my refrigerator so they would stop ripening because they were good, and now I'm ready to cook with them. So I'm just going to peel them up. You want to make sure that these guys are nice and ripe so that they are nice and sweet. These are so easy, simple to do, Mom. So easy.
Yeah, the girls that used to stay with me from Venezuela made those.
No, I'm not making those kind.
Oh,
no, ma'am, I'm making a different kind. That's Venezuelan style. I've done those before for everybody.
Oh,
these are just my coated and baked plantains.
Oh.
Even easier,
Awesome.
Much easier.
Awesome.
Make sure.
I like them.
Yeah, make sure you throw out these peels into your garden. Help your garden with some nice fresh soil.
You have the peelings and seeds and all that from your fruit. It's great for your garden. It's great compost.
Yes. And if you haven't checked out our shows for how to start your seedlings indoors for your veggie or herb garden, you might want to do that because it's time.
Yes, and our seedlings that we planted
look awesome.
Have come up.
Yes, they
They're
have.
beautiful little things.
You know, the hardest thing about this recipe is getting these guys out of the peel. Now, alongside this tonight, we're having southern braised pork button bones. They're going to be delicious. They're kind of like little riblets, pork riblets.
Well,
lovely.
As these things ripen, the peeling dries, and so that's why it's a little difficult to
Well,
get.
and the fruit is much less firm.
Yes.
For you to be able to handle, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want to break it either or mush it all up. You want to keep them. Okay, so there's my plantains, and this is how easy it is. Let me go wash my hands quickly. So, the easiest thing to do is, these are a little bit moist, but I need them to be just a little bit more moist so that they'll pick up these crumbs that I have. Now, I've just got a breadcrumb and cracker crumb mixture just because that's what I had here. And I'm going to add just a little bit of the spice rub that I just made. Now, this you can make any kind of spice rub you want or you want to use, or you can season it any other way you like. This particular spice rub has about, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, tablespoon of mustard, tablespoon of salt, tablespoon of pepper, some smoked paprika, and a little dash of cumin, and a tiny bit of gumbo filet. That just happens to be the one I just made. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dunk these guys in a little bit of buttermilk before I coat them. Just so that everything adheres a little bit better, right? Yeah, would you mix that up for me? Thanks, Mom. And I'm gonna just chop these into chunks. So it's sort of like how you would do the egg, egg dredging, but I'm trying to skip a step. And I think that the buttermilk is gonna add a nice little tang to this as well. So I'm just cutting these into little chunks, and I'm going to put them in my buttermilk quickly. I have a baking sheet here ready with a silicone mat on it. If you don't have one, make sure you check out our shop to grab you one. And I'm just going to dredge these in my crumb mixture with my seasonings.
Beautiful. They're already done. That was fast.
See what I mean? The hardest thing was unpeeling them. That fast. And I'm just going to place them on my cooking sheet. So easy it is. And you're going to roast it all up. You're going to have that with some rice and some pork button bones. They're going to be awesome. And you're going to repeat with these guys. I guess I needed some more breadcrumbs. Right back. Well, I've just toasted up some nice bread, and I'm just going to make some crumbs to make a little extra. I'd say I probably had about 6 tablespoons of crumbs altogether. 3 the first time and 3 this time. Okay, I've put a little bit of the spice rub already in here. Mix this all up. Okay, so I'm just dunking them in this buttermilk again, coating them all up nice so that these crumbs will stick nicely. Just toss them all up. Now these are actually going to sit for a little while, maybe 15 minutes or so, until my meat has come further down the road, and then everything will be ready all at the same time. That's okay. These guys will be able to have their little coating a little bit more adhered. It'll dry up a little bit more. It's going to be beautiful. These are lovely. Okay, so onto your cookie sheet. They're going to be turned halfway through, like anything else. Oh, these are going to be so tasty. Can't wait. And that's pretty much all the crumbs. I mean, there's hardly any waste, hardly any buttermilk waste either. I would say I use probably, maybe a half a cup buttermilk. So now they're like little plantain nuggets of deliciousness. I can't wait. These are gonna be awesome. Okay, sit them to the side for a minute. Now I'm gonna serve alongside with those pork button bones. We're gonna do a Spanish rice. So make sure you check out the show for the Spanish rice. Okay, these guys have been sitting for about 15 minutes. It's slightly less moist, and that's great. That's kind of what I wanted. And I have my oven at 325 degrees. Now these guys are probably gonna take about 15 minutes, I would say. I'm gonna start checking at 12. It could take up to 20 minutes depending on how tender or ripe your plantains are. All right, into the oven. These plantains have been in for 20 minutes. And that's what they look like. Aren't they beautiful and golden? I'm just gonna test it and make sure that it's done properly.
They look like little marshmallows.
Okay, let's try one of these. Here you go, Mommy. Try that one. And I'll try this side. Cheers. Now look at that. That golden crunchy outside, and the inside is all nice and tender. Are they done?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like that? The buttermilk just gave a little tiny bit of tang that they just kind of needed. I like those.
Surprisingly, for how ripe they are, they really held up well. They're still firm and lovely.
Well, breading them helps it, and I also let them sit for about 15 minutes just to harden up a little bit before I threw them in there.
Good idea.
Those are good. You like that? We made Spanish rice along the side. Make sure you check out that recipe. It's the bomb. That's what they look like. That's how you do it. They're so simple, so easy. Leave these suckers on your windowsill.
Oh, I can get the spice now.
Leave them on your windowsill. Get them nice and ripe. I'm gonna have some more plantain recipes that you're gonna love, but this is a really great recipe to start with. Nice and spicy, a little bit sweet, and just a perfect side dish, a perfect starch for alongside your meat. All right, so that's how you do it. Check out Mom's website at ingridturnertoday.com. Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim, E with a capital E. Like the fan page, facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly and youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly. And my site is cookingwithkimberly.com. That's it, that's all. Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.
Bye-bye.